Hi guys, welcome to the next video. For those of you that have been watching my videos for a while, you might recognize this diagram. This is the diagram that I was showing the trees in the water dream back in December of 2016. I actually did about 3 videos, I believe, regarding this dream. One talking about snakes coming over people's heads. The other was actually named Trees in the Water Dream, and then the one after that, I think we finally finalized all the information on this diagram. So if you've not seen the dream or you just need a refresher, I'll provide the links for you so that you can go back in. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up this particular dream is because I truly believe that it ties in to the merge and converge that we've been talking about. Now, when we're talking about merging heaven and earth, we need to understand that heaven cannot merge with anything that is not holy. Heaven cannot merge with anything that is unclean. And so therefore we have to have the understanding that whatever is coming in from earth, merging with heaven and merging together as two becoming one, they pretty much need to be the same thing. Now, on the 25th, the night of the 25th, I heard something in the night and I wrote it down. It said, this and that must be the same. And I had the understanding that we must become like Jesus. We must become like Jesus. And so this is the reason why I'm sharing this information, because I truly believe that the merge will happen here in this particular diagram of this dream. And so the people that are up here, we're going to talk about a little bit about that as we're going along. So now, as I was talking to my friend Lou in regards to the merge and converge, she sent me a link that was confirming some of the information that I was receiving and talking to her about. And this is a web page where a visitation from an angel named Divine Exchange was being documented. And the date of this was July the 22nd. So it's not been long. So as we were sitting on the beach on Singer Island today, I had a visit from an angel named Divine Exchange. And he has visited me before. His body was transparent this time and only his heart was beating visibly. And I asked him why he was here. And he said, I am here to help you all steward a great exchange. You must understand that the Father desires that everything is changed and restored. But it will fully come when you realize that there must be a divine exchange in every relationship. You must give that which was and is, so that which is to come can be. This is not to remain a mystery. You have the authority to redeem everything given to you in the earth. But there is still a much greater birth, a divine birth. There is to be a divine exchange, and as it unfolds, much that you currently know and understand will be rearranged, so that the transformation that you all desire can be fully manifested in this realm. Are you willing to exchange that which is your current reality right now, and that which you have learned so far, that the greater reality of Christ as he fully is can come into you and flow? I said, yes, of course. Let everything there is come into his divine order so that I can fully exchange and can unfold. The angel then said, this is what the Father is looking for. It's time for transformation, and also time for greater heavenly and earthly exchanges to begin. It is those who are willing to cleave to him more than to the things in this realm. These are they who shall bring forth the fruits of his kingdom, to serve that which awaits your generation now, so that it can be given unto men. Let us begin. And then the angel left, And she has the scripture, Isaiah 61. And we know that that is that arise, shine, for your light has come? I think it might be, that's either Isaiah 60 or 61, but they're both dealing with light. So guys, this is pretty interesting information. They're saying you must give that which was and is, so that which is to come can be. So what does that mean? I think it means to give it up. It says here, it is those willing to cleave to him more than the things in this realm. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about giving up what we have now for something that's forthcoming. Giving up what we have and can see for what we can't see yet at this time. So let's take a look at this. This Trees in the Water dream. This was December 19, 2016. Also go to the one prior to this and the one right after this, and you will get the full knowledge of the dream and everything that the Lord was showing us. But let's just listen to a couple of minutes here. So when we look at the goats and we look at the sheep and we see the division of these two waters, then we got to understand we've been talking about islands. We've been talking about places of safety for God's people. So, you know, if it is a separation of God's people and not God's people, then where are these folks going? It doesn't sound like with the water rushing as hard as it was going that they had a choice where they were going. Maybe they had already made their choice. When the Lord read hearts, he already knew they made their choice. And that's where they were headed. That was the direction they were going, toward the fish trap. Guys, according to what I've read about those fishing weirs and kitles, there is no way out. There's no way out. Once you pass this point right here, that's the point of no return. That's the point of no return. You can't back out. I mean, my note here is water flow is strong enough that you can't go backward or against the flow. So, were they following the wrong voices? Were they doing whatever they wanted to do? Were they hard-headed? Self-willed? Was temptation and flesh a draw? When we look at what the difference is between the sheep and the goats, I think you'll find when you do that study on your own, you're going to find, oh, I get this. I understand this. I know. Jesus said a little bit more in Matthew 25. He said, well, I will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, come, you are blessed by my Father. Take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. See, now that was the study I was in already. Okay, so let's talk about this just a little bit, because this was Matthew 25, and it's saying here that he'll separate one from another as a shepherd divides his sheep from the goats, and he will set the sheep on the right and the goats on the left. And he's talking about the king will say to those on his right hand, which is the sheep, "Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit my kingdom," right? And then he'll say to the ones on his left, "Depart from me into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels, because you never helped me. You never did the things that he's identifying here." And so this is going to be a serious situation that's going to be happening, guys. And it is something that's going to be in the hearts and the minds of men. When is this going to be right when the days of darkness come? I mean, isn't that when we're thinking that the Lord's going to come and make his appearance to every single person to offer them truth and give them a choice, right? Is this when that's going to happen? Because this is actually going to be the place of safety. This is eternal life. This is everything here. And these folks that are not choosing the Lord, or they're following after the flesh and the draw of that, that can't merge with heaven, guys. So what's the draw? I mean, is it money? If you don't see what's forthcoming and you don't understand what's out there, but yet you have a ton of money in the bank, or you have prestige, or you have a name, or you have a big house, or you have a beach house, or you have a boat, or you have a bunch of cars, and you have stability, you have a good job, you don't want to give up something because things are comfortable now. Give up all that you've worked hard for all of your life, right? For what? For something you can't see yet. That's going to be the choice. And you cannot be drawn in to the trap. It's a trap. Anything dealing with temptation and the flesh and doing your own thing, regardless of who it affects and what have you, that's going to lead you into the trap, the prison. You can't get out. Don't make that choice, guys. Start assessing things now. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Hear me, please. Hear me, please. The choice is going to come. The choice is going to come. The Lord is telling us now about it. He's telling us about it. This merge, this is the marriage. And things on earth cannot merge with heaven if they're not holy, if they're not pure, if they're not clean. He cannot merge with it. Sin cannot enter into heaven. It cannot. It cannot. So when we looked at what this said, are you willing to give up what was and what is for what is to come? It's an exchange. Take a chance on your God. Take a chance on your Father. He has so much more awaiting you. So much more, guys. Make a sober choice. Start thinking about it now, guys, because it's coming. It's coming. Don't let it come out of left field, out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're presented with this choice. Don't choose what you see right now. Don't choose what you see right now. Take a chance on your God. He loves you so much. You're talking about your eternal future here, guys. I love y'all.